Hi, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I am here with my Michelle Obama t-shirt that I got when I got to see her. My husband took me to see her on her Becoming tour, and I'm so glad I got a chance to wear it now because it was winter then, and so now I can wear it when it's warm weather. But I'm here today to bring you 4 more books for CaribAthon, options that are on my shelf. Isn't it wonderful when you don't have to buy a book for a readathon? I'm really going to try to get better about that because I end up not getting to the books that I own and want to read. So this is a great challenge because I've collected a lot of books over time. So let me get started real quick. My first book is by Edwidge Dandicott and it's called Breath, Eyes, Memory. And I really, this is how crazy I am. I've read a couple of her books, but I know I believe I read Crick Crack and I thought I read this one, but I don't remember it. So, that said, I am going to read this one potentially. Oh, this is a potential read for the readathon. And this will cover Haiti. Edwidge Dandicott is an amazing author. She's written some really fabulous books. If you got a chance, pick up any of her books. They're great. This one is at the age of 12. Sophie Kako is sent from her impoverished village of Croix de Rosette to New York to be reunited with a mother she barely remembers. There, she discovers secrets that no child should ever know and a legacy of shame that can be healed only when she returns to Haiti. To the woman who first reared her, what ensues is a passionate journey through a landscape charged with supernatural and scarred by political violence and a novel that bears witness to the tradition, suffering, and wisdom of entire people. It sounds kind of heavy, so it may get pushed to the bottom, but I know I'm guaranteed great writing with her, so she's an option. And that's Haiti. That covers Haiti. This one I've had for a long time as well. I don't know why, I just haven't read it. It's called No Telephone to Heaven by Michelle Cliff. She is, I believe, a Jamaican author. And this one, it combines, it says naturalism and lyricism, and transverses space and time, dream and reality, myth and history, reflecting the fragmentation of the protagonist who nonetheless seeks wholeness and connection. In this deeply poetic novel, there exist several levels. The world Claire encounters in a world of which she only gradually becomes aware, a world of extreme poverty. The real Jamaica, not the Jamaica of the middle class, not the Jamaica of the tourist. And Jamaica, almost a character in the book, is described in terms of extraordinary beauty coexisting with deep human tragedy. This sounds really good. I like books that, again, that are fiction that allow you to step into history and to learn something and to spark an interest to learn more. So this sounds like a good one. We'll see, if it's too out there for me, but I'm going to give that as a potential read. The next one, so that's Jamaica. The next one I've had a while as well. And I think Marina had mentioned this when we had a chat with Dee Dee, and she did a chat with Dee Dee during Black History Month. She had mentioned this, and then as a book she had recommended, and I said, I think I own it. And I did. I love that. I'm like, I don't have to go buy it. And this one is called Beyond the Limbo Silence. Let me know, Marina, if this is the one you were talking about. I'm pretty sure you mentioned this author several times that day, but that was a while ago. But it's Elizabeth Nunez, or Nunez. I'm not sure how she pronounced it. But this one is, she's written a bunch of other stuff too. She was born and raised in Trinidad, but she lives now in New York. And this one is... It says 1963, Sarah Edgehill, a quiet and reserved young woman with a passion for books, has left her home in Trinidad to attend college in rural Wisconsin. There she joins 2 other West Indian students, Courtney from St. Lucia and Angela from British Guiana, in the task of integrating the all-white school. For Sarah, her arrival in this cold alien place where she is neither loved nor understood is profoundly shocking and disorienting. Slowly she finds a solace and empowerment in her tentative friendship with Courtney, who covertly practices voodoo rituals, in her heady relationship with Sam, a charismatic African-American who draws Sarah into the turbulent events of the civil rights struggle. Layering her exploration of racial prejudice and personal identity with the evocative mysticism of West Indian culture, novelist Elizabeth Nunez illuminates a vivid chapter of history and a young Black woman's journey to find her place in the world. That sounds so good. That sounds like that's got to be read, okay? And look at, you know I haven't read it because look how perfect it is. It's like it just came right off the press. So it's, yeah, got the new book smell, not the old book smell. So I want to read this one. It's got a pretty cover too. And so this one will cover, well, different countries, because we have Trinidad and we have somebody else coming from St. Lucia in British Guiana. So I think Trinidad will be able to fit into their 30 countries. I have to look at the list. But again, I'm not buying books. I'm going to use the books that I have. So this one is a really big possibility. Now this next one I want to read. I've been wanting to read. I collected all of the series. I think there's 4 books in the series. They're absolutely gorgeous covers. I can't wait to read it because guess what? It's a mystery, and you know I like mysteries. It's called The Goat Woman of Largo Bay, a first-class detective story, and it's by Gillian Royce. And actually, that's not the subtitle. That's Pearl Cleage that said that. But this one, if I remember correctly, it's a female detective. I think so. And it's set in Jamaica. And I don't know if this one. This is the first. I hope I showed you the first book. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's the description. The Goat Woman of Largo Bay begins a detective series featuring Shad, a bartender, in a fishing village in Jamaica, who is the community problem solver and right hand of Eric, an American who owns the bar and a hotel left in ruins by a hurricane. When Shad sees movement on the island offshore, he thinks it's just a goat. I thought it was a female in here. But it turns out to be Simone, an American who has run away from her professional and personal life in the United States. An intriguing woman who captures Eric's heart, always keeping her ear to the ground. Shad discovers that a gunshot heard near Simone's place late one night isn't exactly friendly fire, but tied to a plot to harm Simone and ultimately manipulate local elections. But why does someone want to harm Simone? And what does this have to do with the elections? Only Shad can find out. It just sounds like I need this right now. Something light and this is set in Jamaica, and I have all the books. So if I really like it, I can just keep on going. So this one is called The Goat Woman of Largo Bay by Gillian Royce. Beyond Limbo and Silence. I really want to read that one. No Telephone to Heaven. And Breath, Eyes, Memory. Y'all got to read some of these books. Put them on your TBR. Let me know what you're going to read, because I can always add more books to my library. I mean, I'm not supposed to buy them. But when I do buy again, I will buy some more if you guys suggest some good ones. Take care. Be safe. Wash your hands. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.